Hello Zero Wasters and welcome back to Bottega Zero Waste. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Marta and here on Bottega Zero Waste I share tips and tricks on how you can live a little bit more zero waste with less. In today's video we're going to explore oils because let me tell you, oils have literally changed my life in so many ways, have helped me reduce my waste a lot, but sometimes it can be a little bit confusing to know which oil to use depending on which oil is most suitable for your skin type. So I've prepared this mini tutorial to kind of show you all the different oils that there are, and don't worry, you don't need to go out and buy all these different oils to make the perfect serum. At the end of the day, you're gonna find the oil that you love, that you will find that is most suitable for your skin type and your hair type. And then you're gonna really use it for so many different purposes, really lowering your impact in the end. Okay, without further ado, let's just dive into it. When we're choosing which oils to use for our skincare routine, we can look at 4 things to make the selection process a bit easier. Number 1, the comedogenic rating. The first thing that you can do is to check the comedogenic rate of an oil. The comedogenic rate is a scale between 0 and 5, which determines the likelihood that an oil will clog your pores or not. Let's have a look at some examples of popular oils and their comedogenic rating. Oils with a comedogenic rating between 0 and 1 are considered to be non-comedogenic. In this category we find oils such as hemp seed oil, safflower oil, grapeseed oil, rosehip oil, and argan oil. All these oils are particularly indicated for oily combination or acne-prone skin, which has a tendency to break out. All these oils are quite light and dry and get absorbed by the skin quite easily. However, don't be fooled by an oil absorption rate and consistency because there are exceptions. For example, castor oil is a low comedogenic oil with a 0 on the scale, but is a thick and viscous oil which doesn't get absorbed easily at all. Same goes for a butter like shea butter. You can put it on your face and it won't clog your pores, but chances are that it will feel a little bit oily. Oils that are considered lightly comedogenic are oils which are normally more suitable for drier skin types, or also combination skin, but more on the dry side. In this category, we find oils like sweet almond oil or apricot kernel oil, both at 2 on the scale. Then we also have jojoba, rice bran oil, sunflower oil, olive oil, tomato seed oil, and more, followed by avocado oil with a rating of 3. All these oils are really soft and silky. They get absorbed fairly easily by the skin, but not as fast as most of the low comedogenic oils. The last category is the one made up by comedogenic oils. These oils with a comedogenic scale between 4 and 5 are recommended for very dry, mature skin with no tendency to break out. In general, because of their comedogenic rating, these oils are more recommended to use for body care or hair care, and it's best to avoid using them on the face. In this category, we find oils and butters such as coconut oil, cocoa butter, and flaxseed oil, with a rating of 4, and oils such as wheat germ oil with a rating of 5. Once again, the weight and absorption rate is not a way to determine the comedogenic level of an oil. For example, coconut oil is quite a dry oil with medium absorption rate, while cocoa butter has quite a fast absorption rate compared to, let's say, shea butter, but it's way more comedogenic than shea butter. And this brings me to the second thing that can help you choose which oil is best for you. The absorption rate is different from the comedogenic scale, and it determines how fast an oil or a butter can be absorbed by our skin, leaving it lighter or drier or stickier. This is important to consider depending on the area where you're applying the oil or the kind of product you're making. For example, hemp seed oil has a very fast absorption rate and will be quite suitable if you're trying to obtain a dry, less greasy product like a body lotion. If you want to use the oil on your hair and don't want to wet it down, then you might consider choosing a nourishing, lightweight oil such as tomato seed oil, which absorbs fast and doesn't leave your hair greasy. If you're looking to make a massage oil or a deep restorative treatment, then consider using thicker and heavier oils like castor oil or shea butter. The third thing we need to consider when choosing an oil is the fatty acid profile, which determines the properties of an oil. For example, sweet almond oil is very high in oleic acid, which is excellent for dry and sensitive skin. As another example, broccoli seed oil has a unique fatty acid profile with high levels of erucic acid, which is what makes it act similar to silicones and therefore makes it awesome for the creation of hair care products. The fatty acid profile also determines an oil's shelf life, which can help you determine the oil or the final product's stability. For example, an oil like hemp seed has a 6-month shelf life, so not very long, and therefore wouldn't be necessarily the best option if you're making something like a soap bar, which requires to cure and age for a long time. One trick to extend an oil's shelf life is to add vitamin E, which slows down the oil's oxidation process. As another example, jojoba has a really long shelf life of about 5 years, so it makes very stable products. There is so much to talk about fatty acids, so let me know in the comments below if you're interested about this and would like to learn more, then I can make a dedicated video about this. The last point that we always should be checking when choosing an oil is its manufacturing method. First of all, we should be considering things like the method of manufacturing, like if an oil came from organic farming or not, the methods of extractions, so for example, if it's cold press, raw, unrefined, or if it's been deodorized and bleached to remove odor and impurities to improve the appearance, texture, and shelf life. The choice is really yours depending on which product you want to make. Generally speaking, oils left raw and unrefined are more expensive and contain more nutrients which might have gone lost in oils that have gone through a refinement process. But you might not need a very expensive high quality oil if, for example, you just want to remove some makeup. However, if you're making a product where you want a subtle scent or a particular color to come through, then you might want to consider a refined deodorized oil. Finally, it's super important to consider the oil's supply chain. Has the oil been manufactured within an ethical, fair trade supply chain? Not all the oils necessarily carry this information in the form of a certification, but you can certainly ask your supplier to provide you with more information about this if you are unsure. Alright, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to the channel. I publish a new video every Monday at 7 p.m. And let me know in the comments below, which oil do you love to use and how do you use it? Do you use it for your skin, for your hair? I'd love to hear from you. Okay, that's it for today, but I'll see you again next week on Monday at 7 p.m. with a new video.